it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, and if you don't know me, I help people like you who are going through awakening to reduce your symptoms and make the whole process much easier. And we're getting into a video today that I think you will be able to relate to. It's about how to calm an intense awakening experience. For many of us, when we begin going through awakening, it is a really intense experience. It throws our whole world into disarray. It can be really pretty intense and overwhelming. But there are a few reasons for that, so we're going to talk through some of the info, and then we've got a free resource at the end that will help you to calm it all right down, specifically for awakening. So don't worry, we've got you. We'll make sure that you can move through the steps easily. Okay, so let's talk about why awakening gets so intense in the first place. Well, it's actually really the result of the way that awakening as a process begins in the system. So high vibrational light starts to move into our energy systems and into our souls, and it's really high vibrational stuff. It's so high vibrational when awakening begins, as it floods the system to raise our vibration and wake everything up, wake our souls up. It's so high vibrational that our systems can't really handle it. So what tends to happen is that we get completely overcharged, like an electrical charger or an adapter plugged in and not charging anything. It just builds up and up and up and up. It gets more and more intense, and it completely overheats, and that's kind of like what our systems are doing. We start to kind of melt down because we can't handle these high vibrational energies, and it ungrounds us massively. So that really is a big problem. It starts to unground us, and then our symptoms actually get worse. And I'm going to talk about some of those symptoms just so you've got an idea. We're talking about signs that your awakening is starting to really get out of control. It's starting to become too intense. So you're going to find things like you have really intense and wildly changing emotions. Your emotional stuff's coming up all the time because you're meant to be healing. That's it. It's all starting to rise to the surface. You're probably going to find that you feel highly anxious. You might find that you're more unsettled than you were before, and you think, oh, isn't awakening supposed to be more centered and peaceful? No, not at first. Everything's going to come up. So you're going to feel more anxious than you did before because you're ungrounded and because these energies are flooding the system and they're just a bit too much. The system recognises that, and it's like, oh, we think something's wrong. It makes you feel anxious. You're also going to find your empathy is probably going to be wildly over the top, which means that it will become painful for you to deal with any harsh situations, any conflict, even things like the news or movies. You might not want to be around any of that. You'll probably want to be alone and have some space to yourself for a while, and that's okay, but it can really move you into a space that's less healthy with some of these difficult signs and symptoms. You can also find that your psychic senses become really jumbled or cut off completely. That can be really difficult because you usually need that to hold on to let you know that you're still being guided, and that can be really difficult. And you might also find that you get things like brain fog, or you find confusion. You don't understand what's happened to you. You don't know how to move forward from here. You don't understand, and that's just the mind struggling to catch up with these high vibrational energies too, because the mind's got to come with it in the way that it thinks. Everything starts to change. So the good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. If you're having a really intense awakening experience, we have got a free resource that I created that I want to share with everyone. I share it for free because I really feel that this information is so valuable and so necessary for everyone on the awakening pathway. Now, it is a free 5-day course, and what it's going to do is teach you our special, never before seen, I can guarantee it's never before seen, technique of energy grounding. If you can follow our system of energy grounding, and it's not what you've seen before, there's no crystals, there's no incense, there's no essential oils, you don't need anything like that to be able to ground yourself in this way. But what you'll find is that there maybe are a few tips of things that you will be able to use, but all of it's really the guidance that you're going to need to help you in your awakening. When you follow these techniques, even for 3 or 4 days, you're going to notice a difference in how you feel. If you can follow them for 2 weeks, you're going to find that your awakening is completely transformed. That's actually what we call this course, Transform Your Awakening in 5 days. So you want to check that out at the link below, and you'll be able to get those lessons 1 a day, every day, into your inbox, and it will keep you really in the know of exactly what's happening in your awakening, how your system is changing, and what you can do to make it feel a whole lot better. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I hope that you find it helpful and that it will help you to calm your awakening. I know that if you check out that free resource, it definitely will calm your awakening, because we've had rave reviews about the technique. So please check it out. Remember, you can click below to be notified whenever we go live, and you can also subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We would love that, and we'll share lots more guidance videos, intuitive videos, healings and meditations and all sorts of cool awakening stuff, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.